you guys are looking for a place to get some reliable Ultimate Team coins, be sure to check the link in the description below to cointraders.co and use code LEGACY for 5% off of your purchase. How's it going, guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to be going over some more NHL 20 wishlist stuff. Today we have the great topic of EASHL, and I must say in the background, you're seeing a little follow or subscriber thing at the bottom because we have been streaming on Twitch and I've been using some gameplay from Twitch. That's what that is there at the bottom. You want to check out the Twitch channel, go ahead, links down below. If you don't, not a big deal, but that is the reason. I'm sorry if that bothers you at the bottom right hand corner. And first things first, I gotta say, props to EA for putting more time into EASHL for NHL 19. The depth, it's slowly growing and I'm happy to see it. With that being said, there's definitely some room for some more growth, and here's some items on this year's wish list I'd like to see. Starting off with the item that is at the top of my wish list every single year for about 5 years now, and that is custom player builds being put back in ESHL. Just to clarify, we're talking about actually being able to add on your own custom attributes instead of EA saying, here's a player build, it's already got all the attributes where we think they should go, and that is where you're going to have to choose between this class, or this class, and the attributes given. Now, granted, we did get traits this year, but I gotta bring it up like this, like default team builds. Imagine those being in HUT. Imagine playing HUT and you have 7, 8 team builds. How many classes are there? Like 10? You got 10 team builds to choose from, and that's your team for the entire year in HUT. You can switch between build number 2 or 3 or 4. Or imagine playing Call of Duty all year and they say, you know what, we'll give you some perks and stuff to unlock, maybe some, some quote unquote training spots, but you got to use these 5 set default classes the entire year besides that. And this is what ESHL is to me right now, and it's why I just don't enjoy it like I used to. I mean, back in the day, top 25 player, not a flex by any means at all. Didn't mean I was good or anything, just played too much. It was just how much I love playing ESHL and how much I played it in general. But you get on ESHL day one nowadays, and you have zero incentive to level up. I will say, traits, they were a step in the right direction. The thing was with traits, though, it was here's a boost here, but punishment in this category. And they eventually even tuned down what traits did, so they weren't as effective anyway. But I will say, traits are a step in the right direction for sure. Definitely do like the addition of it. We just got to do some expansion. So besides that, I'll go back to HUT. What if day one in HUT you have a default team build and can't build your own custom team? What if we went on a HUT in NHL 20 and what you did was you leveled up to win games? When you won those games and you leveled up, you unlock perks, aka captains, assistant captains, badges, or when you're leveling up, you unlock new jersey numbers, goal celebrations, logos, and so on and so forth. But you don't get to choose your team. You don't get to choose your team when you level up. You got to use the same default class we brought up earlier. That's the equivalent of EASHL right now. Does that sound like a good idea for HUT? And I know it ain't really something we can change, but I hope and I pray that one day EA scrolls across one of these videos, by accident, of course, and just stops and thinks about for a second. Please, please, please. There's nothing I've wanted more in the past 5 years than custom attributes put back in NHL 19. That's my sales pitch, EA. Please and thank you. Hook a brother up, or every brother up that plays the ESHL. Second on our list is better servers. I know we all like doing our shopping at Amazon, so I gotta ask you, EA, did you get Prime at least so you could get the free 2-day shipping on those servers or not? But no, props to EA for getting more servers during the year, because there was server problems for real, though, to improve, the servers throughout the year. But one thing that does need worked on is game location servers causing severe ping and packet loss problems, during the game. You get, results are ended up, the half a second, quarter second delay, input delay when you're playing a game, and it really is a handicap for a lot of users. So it would be great to see if they could somehow find a way to mesh the servers properly where we all have, an even playing field on the ice, same ping, everything else, so all that fun stuff. Goalies for dropping threes. Yes, you can have them now, but threes is a strict 3v3 mode currently. By that, I mean there is, 4 guys on the ice per team, but there's 3 skaters, 1 goalie, and a team can only have a max of 3 players per team, though. So, you could have a goalie and 2 forwards, or a goalie. Okay, goalie, maybe not 2 goalies. A goalie, a defenseman, and a forward, but then you have a computer forward or a computer defenseman, and so on and so forth. Maybe have a setting where you can play games with no user goalie as well, but for the most part, I think most of us prefer humans to computers and net. Here's an interesting addition right here, an ESHL marketplace. Probably far-fetched, but I think the addition of hockey bags this season, it was a fantastic addition to ESHL by EA. The only one problem is a player can be a level 3.5 million times 20 to the square root of 84 times, okay, maybe not square root of 84, you'd be a lower rank, maybe like squared, yeah, that sounds great, squared. Continuing on, and you still cannot have every item unlocked in the game because it all comes down to hockey bag odds. It is a bit of a Debbie Downer when you go out there and you can be max prestige, but when you're max prestige, you think, oh, I have everything unlocked, but that is not the case. But I was stopping and thinking, it's like, well, without revamping the entire level up and reward system in general and, removing hockey bags, because like I said, I do think they did a good job with the hockey bags. I think that's another dynamic that they put in the World of Chel. It's kind of neat. So the only thing I could really come up to think of is adding a marketplace where players can sell their items in World of Chel, and then, you can use whatever you want to call them, coins, whatever else not, they can then use those coins to purchase what they want on the auction house or the Chel house. I guess we would call it the Chel house. And to be completely honest, EA's gonna like this part. If you want to charge people for hockey bags, go for it. The more money EA draws for EASHL, the more time they're gonna put into making EASHL better, in my opinion. So more time in EASHL equals a very happy legacy. But not only that, even with, the whole addition of maybe having some sort of microtransactions in the World of Chel, it's not like you have to spend money on bags. It's not like buying players in Hut where you have to have a 95 or 96 to compete. This, you have to have this goal celebration. You have to have this jersey tuck. That's not going to make you better or worse on the ice. So I do think, why not? Why not let people spend money on bags if they want to? It has absolutely zero effect on their play on the ice, in my opinion. So it's, it's cosmetics. It's not a big deal. It's almost like buying Fortnite dances or something, So I really don't feel like it'd be that big of a deal. Some people may disagree with me on that one. It'd be interesting to see what you guys got to think on that one. Another one that is a pretty big request I've seen from a lot of people is practice mode. I'm with you right here. I'm not really sure the reasoning behind removing this since the inception of next-gen consoles, which is almost old-gen, getting close to the new ones now. But if it was a server thing, because cost of putting up a server for private servers of somebody playing a practice mode or whatnot, I don't know if that's the case, but I know it's something a lot of people love to use to practice with their buds, practice with their teams. You can go in there, you can set up plays and whatnot. It'd be a great addition to see back. And then finally, maybe a little bit of an easy addition to the wish list here, and that is NHL ones with friends. I haven't played much one since the first week of the year, personally, to be completely honest here. But I know a lot of people do enjoy it, and the ability to mess around with it, with some buddies and so on and so forth is always a good time. And again, making a be a friend or play a friend mode is usually a pretty easy feature to add to a game. From what I've understood, they've done it in previous years where they added OTP, Hut, and everything else where you can play friends and whatnot. So I feel like that is something relatively easy to see them do. Those are some of my bigger wish list items in ESHL. Obviously, there's a lot of other things out there as well that'd be great to see added. I like to hear some of the things you guys think that would be great to be added as well. I got to say, though, like I said, props to EA. They did do a better job this year. I think they're starting to grow ESHL more and more. And I'm very happy for it because, like I said, it's my favorite game mode to play. So I'm glad to see them putting more work into it. Hopefully we see more as well next year. As for this video, though, guys, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.